More often than not, these lyrics promote all types of evil behavior. Even if it's done in a beautiful and impressive way, it's still evil nonetheless. Right now, what's going on, people? It's Josh, aka Foresight, coming to you live once again from the other side of the culture, where we are in the culture but not of it, and we introduce the kingdom to the culture. They say if you put a frog in a pot of boiling water, it'll jump out immediately, in order to get out of harm's way. But if you put a frog in a pot of cool water and then gradually heat the pot until the water's boiling, the frog won't notice the danger until it's too late. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because I've never thought to myself, let me put a frog in a boiling pot of water and see what happens. So unfortunately, I've never tested this theory, but it's my opinion that if you run the experiment enough times, some frogs will probably stay in the water and, boil to death. But I'm certain that at least some will jump out when the water gets too warm. Either way, I like the illustration that this theory draws. In a lot of ways, the entertainment industry and Hollywood in general is very similar to the cool pot of water, gradually getting warmer and warmer, except the water is evil and you're the frog. Slowly but surely being conditioned to accept evil as normal, becoming desensitized to satanic influences that are all around you, right? With that being said, Doja Cat, who is a popular singer, has been displaying what many people would consider disturbing behavior, right? For some time now. I personally think it's possible that she's dealing with some mental and spiritual distress. But of course, most people downplay her behavior and just attribute it to her being free and comfortable enough to express herself. Recently, she released a music video for a song called Paint the Town Red. And the song lyrics and video are both riddled with demonic messaging. The video has over 15 million views at the time of this recording, and it's only been about 2 weeks since it dropped. So it's pretty popular. Throughout the song, she talks about being a devil and being a rebel, and even calls herself a demon lord. The ironic part of all of this is that she says this stuff in a rather catchy manner. The beat and the melody definitely make you want to sing along. It's infectious. And if you're not paying attention, if you're not carefully analyzing the words and what she's saying, it's likely that you'll think the song is cool. The water's fine, right? See, that's the problem. These artists are selling you candy-coated poison. It doesn't matter how nice their voice is or if they got quote-unquote bars. It doesn't matter if the beat makes you want to dance and the hook gets stuck in your head. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, what are they actually saying? More often than not, these lyrics promote all types of evil behavior. Even if it's done in a beautiful and impressive way, it's still evil nonetheless. I used to be ignorant to it myself, but the water started getting a little too warm for me, if you know what I mean. I started spending time in the Word of God, and then subsequently, the lyrics of these songs, started to really stand out to me. All of a sudden, it seemed like all I heard was rappers talking about how they were on demon time and, a bunch of other ridiculously demonic stuff. Drug abuse, murder, sex, scamming, you name it. Terrible things that we loudly and proudly sing and dance to. All of this stuff completely flew under the radar for most of my life because it's the culture that I was raised in. And, I didn't even notice the evil that I was swimming in. Luckily, God opened my eyes to these things and I decided to jump out the pot before it was too late. In the video for her song, Doja Cat can be seen ripping out one of her eyeballs, riding some sort of demonic mythosaur looking character, being intimate with the Grim Reaper, and portraying a demon with horns coming out of her head. Now, a logical person would assume that at this point, it's obvious that the water is hot, and any frog with half a brain would jump out the pot while they still can. Nope. The frogs are still just chilling, swimming around, oblivious to what's going on. If you scroll through the comments, the majority of them are positive, right? People are underneath the video in the comment section saying how they can't stop watching, how she's so versatile and talented, how it's hard to hate her, how artistic the song and video are, so forth and so on. See, even when the demonic messaging is as clear as day, people will still pay more attention to the striking visuals and the artistry and the creativity rather than the wickedness that's right in front of their eyes. They're blind. They're deceived. The Bible calls the devil the deceiver. 2 Corinthians 4:4 says, the God of this age, the devil, has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. They're blind. Until you turn to Christ, the devil will keep you blinded and have you thinking everything is fine while he continues to bring the pot of water to a boil. For months, maybe even longer, Doja Cat has been dancing with the devil. She's gotten demonic tattoos, had Illuminati themed parties, cosplayed as the devil himself, and much more. This song and music video are really just the cherry on top. Although she has a fairly long history of this behavior, she seems to always sort of evade any real criticism for her actions. I think this is because she's built a reputation of being an online troll. Trolls are seen as people who only do outrageous things to get a rise out of other people. And they use this public outrage to their advantage. When you have that reputation, people generally just attribute everything you do to the fact that you're a troll and, treat it as no big deal. They think us Christians are just too sensitive and judgmental. So they go on ignoring the evil that's right in front of their eyes. It's my hope that by calling these things out and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ, people would wake up and understand that there's spiritual warfare happening all around them instead of writing everything off as trolling or art. Consider paying attention to the people who are calling these things out, right? Ephesians 6 says, Our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. So before you defend your favorite entertainer, consider that there might be something deeper and darker going on behind the scenes, something spiritual, something evil. Because the devil is the biggest troll. But the problem is he plays for keeps. He wants your soul. And as we speak, he's turning the heat up and the water is definitely starting to boil. So if you're smart, jump out the pot before it's too late and you're cooked. Anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Why do some people seem to be just oblivious to these demonic spiritual forces? Is there something I forgot to mention or something that you would add? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. The link to my music and my Instagram will be down in the description. Check those out and I'll catch y'all next time. All right now.